When you think about organizational change, there are certain sort of attributes that are required by the person. Let go of the past, imagine the future, and tie their actions to the strategy that they're facing. And that's why the ability to adapt, the ability to change, the ability to live with it, lead it, and be part of the team is necessary. And anyone who's created change knows that having an inclusive and diverse set of opinion and team is the best way forward with the least sort of resistance when you drive change. For any leader of an organization that knows that they want to have the best sort of decisions forward, they need to have the best and most informed data out there available for them. And in order to get that data or that information, you need a diverse set of opinions to make sure that all the bases are covered and you know what you're anticipating. And in order to do that, you need a diverse set of background, diverse set of experience, and it's not just gender, it's everything. And through that, and through an open culture that people are not afraid to speak up, you do hear what the status is, and then together you decide, make the decision, knowing all the bases are covered, and go forward. Well, if you think of it, HR is in the best position possible for this digital transformation. You've got the technology world and the technology functions all involved in driving the technology, migrating to the cloud, taking leverage of AI and other sort of technologies. And at the same time, you have got the organization in itself not really transforming in the similar sort of state. And you've got the same sort of practices and processes that have been relevant and been around for ages before. Now, HR can take definitely not just an advisor to the business, but a business decision role by making those decisions, understanding what is required from the new leaders, which is different than what was in the past. We want less process, not more. We want more leaders that can make decisions under a certain degree of uncertainty, not less. And the leadership style, the requirements from the leaders are changing the way the organization works, and it's up to HR to ensure that the overall leaders know who's the best position in each team or place, and also make those decisions, because it's not just an advisory to management, they need to be the ones making those decisions because they're closest to them. Well, the leader nowadays, I mean, it's all about talent. And going back to the question we talked before, and if in the information age, it's all about talent. And how we manage that talent is as important, if not even more important, than how we manage technology. And in this case, a leader should be able to motivate the team, should be able to instill the vision, should be calm under that certain degree of uncertainty, but also instill that calmness in their teams. Because when people go to work, they don't necessarily want to change every single day. They want a certain degree of predictability. It's hard to get predictability under uncertainty, but it's the leader's role to ensure that, in a way, they safe haven their teams from that uncertainty out there, keeping them adaptable and agile, but not on a daily basis. So the leader itself, himself or herself, can take that uncertainty and drive through it. Fantastic question. I mean, I think the key thing for leaders nowadays is to understand that there's no one trait of leadership which is relevant all the time. At some point during the day, you could have a certain sort of attribute. You could be more forceful or authoritative, even a leader. In some cases, completely open. The change that is happening right now is that it requires different leadership styles for different situations. And the ability of the leader to adapt and to change, to understand who's in front of them, who's the audience, what are the characters, the ability to get along with almost anyone under any sort of situation, that's what is required. So not a tough leader all the time, and not an open leader all the time. It's a leader for the specific situation. That's what's required.